in my mind, I still feel like my bedroom is the sacred place for me and my wife to associate with each other in any variety of ways, and the dogs shouldn't be there. Gonna have to pick between me and the dogs.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. Like, you're here one day in 4, maybe 3, and I'll choose the dogs. Gonna choose the dogs.
Did Meri Brown secretly tie the knot? Sister Wives star's wedding photos stir up rumors. This comes after Meri Brown shared that despite the end of her marriage to Kody Brown, she's choosing to keep her last name. Following her divorce from Kody Brown, Sister Wives star Meri Brown remained low-key about her personal life. Meri, who was in a relationship with Kody for 32 long years, left the polygamous marriage in December 2022. While many thought Meri was enjoying her single status, in a surprising turn of events, new photos suggest that the reality star has tied the knot, but there is a major twist that no one saw coming. Meri sparked fan curiosity when a Facebook page shared photos claiming to show her wedding, as per TV season and spoilers. The images showed her in a gown with a bouquet and a new husband, while the post suggested Kody was heartbroken. However, it was quickly revealed the photos were fake, part of a long history of AI-generated rumors about Meri's marriage. Not only that, Meri herself had previously joked about such rumors and has not publicly shared updates about dating. Fans continue to speculate about her love life and await details, while her relationship with Kody is expected to be addressed on Sister Wives Season 20. Speaking on dating after the Brown family's splits, Meri, who legally divorced Kody 9 years before their final breakup, said on the Sunday, May 4, 2025 episode of Sister Wives, "I've dated a little bit and I have had experiences where I believe that some people are not interested simply because of my background. Because I come from a plural family, maybe they're nervous that that's what I want," as per E! News. She also stressed the need for trust in future relationships, revealing, "There's a lot of uncertainty, and I really need to be able to trust somebody and believe what he says. I need to be able to trust that when a person tells me he loves me, he really does." Meri recently revealed that more than 2 years after her split from Kody, she isn't planning to change her last name. On the Friday, September 12 episode of the I Do, Part 2 podcast, she said, "I have had the conversation many times with my best friend and some other people too. Right now, I'm not going to." Talking about her long use of the name since marrying Kody, she added, "I only had my other name, my dad's name, for 19 years. She also joked about her maiden name, Meri Barber, saying, "There's a lot of R's in it, and it's really hard to say. Brown is a hell of a lot easier." Meri also indicated the decision isn't likely to change anytime soon, saying, "I and one of my sisters, we joke about it all the time, because she's also divorced. We're like, 'Love you, Dad.' But we're not going to go back to the maiden name." Meri also opened up about fostering any regrets in her controversial marriage, as she explained, "I don't regret any of it because I am who I am today because of those experiences. I might be, very well likely would be, a different person and I might have liked that person had I not gone through those experiences. But I will never know what that person would be without those experiences." Kody Brown admits he faked one moment on Special Forces to avoid being pushed harder. "I was wheezing. There's not a dull moment," the Sister Wives star said of the intense filming conditions that kept him on edge even while sleeping. It seems like the Sister Wives star Kody Brown had a one-of-a-kind experience on the Fox reality show, Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. During his latest interview with US Weekly, the Brown family patriarch candidly spoke about his experience while filming the 4th season of Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. "The experience was interesting, and there's not a dull moment. Even when you're sleeping, you're just worried you're gonna get woken up in the middle of the night and dragged out into a pool of cold water in the dry desert. My teeth chattered," the TLC reality star shared. Additionally, Brown also mentioned that the directing staff, DS, instructors would sort of haze the recruits. The 56-year-old further elaborated, "I don't even know what they call the punishment. We're standing, and I've been in this water, and I started to shiver. I don't want the DS to see that. I don't want them seeing any signs of weakness because they'll play on that. To hide his teeth chattering, Brown put on an act and faked a wheeze to make it seem like he was pushed to the breaking point. While addressing the fake wheeze incident, Brown explained, "When we had been just run ragged, I was wheezing, and it was a little bit fake. I figured if they thought I was really working hard, they wouldn't try to push me more, and I might need some energy for later. So, I'm sitting there doing press-ups, and I'm, like, wheezing. I knew that my limits physically were never reached. I had more to give physically." However, not all of Brown's physical responses during the tasks on Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, were fake. Later in the interview, Brown shed light on an incident when his body gave up. Brown recalled, "There was one time when my muscles gave out. We were supposed to be swinging across monkey bars, and I had sand on my hands, and I couldn't cup the monkey bars. I just didn't have the strength anymore to do it." In the interview, Brown confessed that he struggled with the obstacle course, but his fellow recruits, Eric Decker, Andrew East, and Mark Estes, aced the task. "They all have the strength to do it, and I had lost my hand strength. I was weaker than them. I just had enduring fortitude. It's all just some endurance," Brown told the media outlet. Furthermore, Brown stated the show took a toll on his mental health. Brown specified that the DS team clobbered him in an emotional, mental place. While speaking about a separate challenge he performed with East's wife, Olympian Shawn Johnson East, Brown quipped, "I was so ashamed because I just made huge mistakes in leadership. It was all just training, but it was embarrassing and sad because, in reality, if that would have been a combat situation, both of us might have been dead." In case you sister wives, Meri Brown teases hard conversations in Season 20, "I have boundaries." Meri Brown has not had a close relationship with any of her former sister wives in a very long time. Perhaps the only one of Kody Brown's other 3 wives she was ever really close to was Robyn Brown. But that relationship fell apart when she finally decided to leave Kody. For the first time in a long time, Meri admitted she's open to healing her relationships with the other wives. Not only is she hoping to repair things with Robyn, but she wants to explore possible friendships with Janelle Brown and Christine Brown. With that in mind, Meri spoke to Amy Robach and TJ Holmes on their Spotify podcast on September 13. Sister Wives star Meri Brown refuses to be walked all over. On the I Do, Part 2 podcast, Meri admitted no longer being close to her sister wives, but she hopes to be again someday. "I am always open to healing relationships," she told Amy. However, conversations are going to have to be hard, especially in our family. "If we want to move forward and heal, there are going to have to be hard conversations," she added. "Because I have my boundaries now that I didn't used to have. I won't be walked all over anymore. I've always had a very strong voice, but I know how to use it now." On the podcast, Meri admitted that people ask her all the time if she has regrets regarding her former family. "I don't regret any of it. I am who I am today because of those experiences," Meri explained. And these days, Meri really likes the person she's become. Meanwhile, Meri is embracing a philosophy that change is good. "When faced with making a decision, just make one, it doesn't matter," she said. "You're not going to know it's the wrong one until you do it, and you get into it. And maybe neither of them are wrong, they're just going to take you on different paths." Meri Brown of Sister Wives says Kody Brown's parenting breaks my heart. "He's got children who need him and want to have a relationship with him. And he's not putting in the effort," Meri said of her ex-husband. Sister Wives star Meri Brown has no ill will toward her ex-husband, Kody Brown. But she thinks he could be a better father to his children. "Kody Brown could be a better parent to his kids," Meri Brown says. Meri was a guest on the September 11th episode of the I Do, Part 2 podcast with Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. During their conversation, she opened up about how Kody has changed since they married 35 years ago. "I think it would be foolish for either of us to say that we haven't changed in some way, shape, or form," she said. "Because that is the point of life, is to change. The point is to improve, and I hope we can always improve. And I'm also not going to put any judgment on him. That being said, Meri admitted that she felt Kody wasn't measuring up in some areas. "I think there are things that he did better in his younger years than he does now," she said. "Like what?" Robyn asked. "Parenting," she replied. "Parenting is a big one. The way that he parents breaks my heart. It really does. He's got children who need him and want to have a relationship with him, and he's not putting in the effort. I don't see it. I can't say he's not, but I do not see effort being put in where some of his kids really need it." Sister Wives star was all about his kids when he was younger. Kody has 17 living children with his 3 ex-wives and 1 current wife. "Years ago, he was a devoted and engaged father, but not anymore," said Meri, who has 1 child with Kody, Leon Brown. "Knowing him as a young dad, he was all about his kids. All about his kids. They were his world. And so it's really sad to see the challenges that he and his kids are going through right now," she shared. Meri added that she wasn't sure why Kody's relationship with his children changed. "It wouldn't be fair for me to place any judgment," she said. "I can't say exactly what happened. Because that just wouldn't be fair for me to do." Meri is far from the first person to call out Kody's distance from some of his kids. He had a fraught relationship with his late son, Garrison Brown, who died by suicide in March 2024. In her new book, Sister Wife, Christine Brown revealed that Kody initially declined to attend their daughter Gwendolyn's engagement party. Janelle Brown has also stated that Kody cut off communication with Caleb and Maddie, 2 of the 6 kids they share together. In a 2024 Sister Wives episode, Kody said he wasn't to blame for the bad relationship with his kids. Some of his offspring had betrayed him, he declared, and were colluding against him and treating him with contempt. He wants them to be the ones to reach out with an olive branch. "Some people think that parental-child relationships don't have to be reciprocal," he said. "But when they're adults, yes, they do." Meri Brown, "I am done with Christine. Forever." Reading time, 3 minutes. Meri Brown has had enough of Christine Brown, thank you very much. As a guest on the latest I Do, Part 2 podcast, the Sister Wives veteran said she has not read her former fellow spouse's new book. And she has no plans to do so. What she's writing about is her perspective on it. And it's 100% valid to her, Meri explained on air. "But, in my perspective it happened different, or maybe there's a little bit of a shift." Christine previously said she didn't give any of her co-stars a heads up about any content in the memoir. In general, Meri and Christine are no longer married to Kody, and therefore have no reason to have a relationship any longer. "We don't talk," Meri said on this same podcast. "On my part, there's no hate, I just don't choose to have her in my life. It's not healthy and it's not safe for me emotionally." Continued Meri. "We have had some really good times, but I think our values just don't align. I know our values don't align. There's certain things that I want and I need in a relationship, and she absolutely doesn't have that. I don't have to have relationships with everybody in the family, nor do I want to. It's not healthy for me." The dynamics of polygamist parenting can feel like a seesaw, and Meri, even with 1 child to care for, was the top wife in our polygamy pyramid, Christine writes. "We followed her rules when she was around to keep the peace, but her rules felt punitive and unfair. I had to make a decision about what was best for me and my family within a family, and it changed our relationship forever." This is the story she told. "One day, the kids went to the store. My daughter, Michaelty, who was about 8, went up to the cash register, and she was maybe 10 cents short. It was little kid stuff, she was probably buying candy. The cashier, who knew us, spotted her the dime. No big deal. But Meri's Leon, who was also just a little kid, maybe 9, told Meri about it. Meri lost her mind. She was mad that Michaelty had embarrassed her in front of the cashier, and that she had embarrassed Leon. She yelled at Michaelty, who couldn't understand what she had done wrong. I couldn't either. This happened a while ago, but it made an immediate negative impact on Christine. I'd had enough, and my mama bear came roaring, Christine concluded on her memoir. Don't talk to my kids, I yelled. I don't want you near them. I don't want you to come downstairs anymore. Our relationship is done. During her own recent interview on The Sarah Fraser Show, Christine echoed Meri's above sentiments, saying she is also done with her TLC colleague. I do wish her well, Christine said of Meri, who just defended Kody a bit. I see and I hear things that she does. It looks like she's living her best life and I'm so excited for her. That's great. She has some good friends, and I think that's great too. But there is no need for us to have any type of relationship whatsoever. It's not going to serve either of us. Meri Brown reveals if she read her former sister wife Christine's book and how she feels about negative things Christine wrote about her. Christine Brown had a lot to say about her former sister wives in her recently released tell-all book Sister Wife, particularly about Robyn and Meri Brown. Despite the fact that she's featured prominently in Christine's memoir, Meri says she has yet to pick up the book to see what Christine says about her, and doesn't plan on doing it anytime soon. I have not read it, and I probably won't, Meri said on a recent episode of the I Do, Part 2 podcast. I don't want to read it and be upset potentially at some of the things. And be like, oh, wait a second, that's not what happened. Because that wouldn't be fair, Meri said. As the Ashley has previously reported, Christine's book covers her life before and after she married Kody Brown, who, at the time was already married to Meri, as well as second wife Janelle. The book also reveals some not-so-great moments from Meri, including the story of how Meri's actions toward Christine's daughter Mykelti, who was a child at the time, caused Christine to stop being friends with Meri. Although Meri is aware that Christine's book talks about her, Meri says that she and Christine often dealt with things differently. I can't say that I lived it with her because my life experience was different than her life experience, Meri told podcast hosts Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. Even though they were in the same life, and many of the things that she's I'm sure talking about, were when we were both married to Kody, we had the same history. We lived the same experiences. Our perspectives are completely different. Meri didn't deny that what Christine wrote in her book was true, however, she stated that how Christine experienced an event was not necessarily how she did. So, what she's writing about is her perspective on it. And it's 100% valid to her, Meri said. Because in my perspective it happened different, or maybe there's a little bit of a shift. During a recent interview with The Sarah Fraser Show, Christine stated that she did not give Meri, or Kody or his wife Robyn, a heads up about what she was going to be writing about in the book, nor did she give them or anyone else an advanced copy of Sister Wife before it was released. She also said that she didn't think that Robyn or Kody would read her book, nor did she care if anyone in the family was mad about what she included. But I'm like, okay, be upset, Christine said, before adding that she would like Kody, and any other upset family member, to write their own book. This is my perspective, and this is my point of view, and this is what I felt happened. If you feel different, write a book. Do it, please. Christine said. During the same interview, Christine made it clear that she has no interest in ever rekindling her friendship with Meri. But I do wish her well, she said. I see and I hear things that she does. It looks like she's living her best life and I'm so excited for her. That's great. She has some good friends, and I think that's great too. But there is no need for us to have any type of relationship whatsoever. It's not going to serve either of us. Once I get rid of a relationship that's unhealthy, it doesn't come back, she added. I don't re-let people into my life if there's not going to be any trust or value. As the Ashley previously reported, Christine's book goes into detail about the incident that went down involving Mykelti and Meri's child Leon when they were kids. Christine wrote that the incident, in which Meri lost her mind on Mykelti, yelling and embarrassing her for something trivial, caused her to no longer want to be friends with Meri. She added, though, that this incident was not the only thing that severed the relationship. We followed her rules when she was around to keep the peace, but her rules felt punitive and unfair, Christine wrote. I had to make a decision about what was best for me and my family within a family, and it changed our relationship forever. In another part of the book, Christine accused Meri of making fun of her and saying cruel things about her while they were out in public together. I didn't trust that Meri would be kind to me, particularly in front of other people, Christine wrote. She said demeaning things about me when she was with her family, in front of me. My weight. My intelligence. My parenting skills. We could be laughing and telling stories, but then she'd throw a painful dart, and I would feel myself deflate. Meri didn't address any of the specific things that Christine accused her of in the book. She did say on the podcast, however, that she also has no interest in being friends with Christine again. We don't talk, Meri said. On my part, there's no hate, I just don't choose to have her in my life. It's not healthy and it's not safe for me emotionally. We have had some really good times, but I think our values just don't align, she added. I know our values don't align. There's certain things that I want and I need in a relationship, and she absolutely doesn't have that. I don't have to have relationships with everybody in the family, nor do I want to. It's not healthy for me. You can use the Ashley's Amazon Associates link to order Christine's new book by clicking here. Sister Wives star reveals why she's skipping Kody Brown's explosive book, and it's not out of spite. Sister Wives drama heats up as Meri Brown confirms she and Christine don't speak anymore, and she's not interested in reopening old wounds. Sister Wives Kody Brown is grabbing major headlines for her bombshell revelations in her memoir, Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom. While